You're listening to podcasternews.com.
Welcome to the LA Story Podcast with Stevie Wilson.
Hey people, this is Stevie again for the LA Story. We're here again still with Christopher Duff. He was telling me something about some of the new products they've been trying, and this one actually has a great story. So we'll let Christopher tell you all about it.
Well, we started taking on Nioxin in the salon. We had intensive training on this, and we've been surprised at how many people are suffering with some kind of hair loss of one kind or another, both male and female. Now for males, it's a male pattern baldness, which means that it's programmed in your system. It's usually from your family. And you know, the Nioxin has a way of kind of slowing it down and helping also regain some of the hair loss that you've already kind of seen. So for men it's great. We've had a lot of wives and girlfriends buying it for their boyfriends as well, and a lot of guys buying it, yes. But for ladies, a lot of times the hormonal changes that can happen through pregnancy and through kind of like just the natural maturing process, it's a nice way of putting it, isn't it? Can affect the way your hair grows. And you know, you see ladies that sometimes go a little thinner through here, or through the top area. It can really, really help. And actually, even stress can cause a lot of hair loss. Okay. It really, really can. So the way we kind of do this is we look at someone's hair. We say, is the hair chemically treated, or is it natural? Is it thick, or is it finer? Because even people with thick hair can actually lose hair. And then you determine which system they need to use. And basically, the company have been very smart. They've done a little starter kit that lasts a couple of months.
I saw that. I think that's absolutely genius.
Yeah, so people can try it, and it's a very small commitment, you know. There's a shampoo in there which is going to cleanse the scalp and cleanse it very thoroughly. You have this really nice tingly feeling.
Okay, so we've got the shampoo that
really kind of cleanses the hair. And then there's a scalp therapy, which is like a conditioner. You let that sit on the hair. What that does, it brings the blood to the surface. So when you go in with the actual treatment, which is like a spray that you spray on the scalp, because the blood's come right to the surface, it will actually help penetrate into the hair and take the actual solution down with it. Which, you know, it kind of helps stimulate hair growth. So that's the best thing. Now in the salon, what we're doing is we're doing a service called Scalp Renew, and this is like a microdermabrasion for the scalp. When you think about it, no one really realizes that the skin on the top of your head is like the skin on your face. And if that isn't healthy and kept clean and kept, you know, kind of like without the debris that you get walking around, or you know, you have a lot of product build up, if your scalp isn't clear, then your hair isn't going to grow very healthily. So this is a way of kind of clearing the scalp, and we actually saw this. We did a whole kind of test in the salon. We did half the head with colour that hadn't been treated, half the head that did. Because this lady had a dry scalp, the colour actually stayed on the scalp. It actually stained the dry, scaly kind of on her head, and it stained, where the other side it didn't. So before a colour treatment, it's a really good thing as well. It kind of just cleanses the scalp nicely.
That's a good idea.
And then this one, I love this. This is follicle booster. And for anyone, especially a gentleman, and like I'm speaking from a lot of knowledge here, is that basically, as you mature, your follicle shrinks. So by using this one, it actually helps boost the size of the follicle, and therefore helps boost the size of the hair that's growing out of the follicle. So it gives you more of a wider hair rather than thin kind of fine hair.
Would that help women too with thin hair?
Yes, exactly. I mean, men and women.
Fine hair. That works.
So it's a great thing, and it's like a little gel. You just put like the gel in your fingers like this, and you just rub it through into the areas that you feel are a little finer. You know, so obviously the most noticeable would be around the hairline, and sometimes around the crown. So yeah, one little tube of that lasts a long, long time. So that's like a very quick overview of Nioxin, and I really wanted to kind of talk about that because basically a lot of people don't realise how unhealthy the scalp is. You know, if you have a healthy scalp, you're going to have a healthy hair growth. So a lot of the problems that are caused, with the hair is basically coming from the scalp. So it's a great way of treating the scalp, having something done professionally in the salon and maintaining it at home.
We love it. So we'd like to thank Christopher Dove for his time. As you can see, he is a wealth of information. We always talk too much. We talk so long, and we talk in between these things because we ran out of a memory card, which is why one little segment will be a little bit of a blip. So this is Stevie for the LA Story. Don't forget, if you're here in California, you need to come here to Santa Monica and come to the salon, because the salon's a great place and you'll get such great treatment. And then if you are coming into LA from out of state or out of the area, you might want to think about booking a treatment and just coming in and experiencing it, because it is an experience that you won't forget. So this is Stevie for the LA Story saying see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining Stevie Wilson on LA Story. Feel free to check out other podcasts and videos. Bookmark it now. www.la-story.com.